What's up, y'all? It's your girl ShayreneeOnline, and I got my friend back on the scene. Okay, what's up, Sean? How you bees?
I be doing all right, girl. I
Yeah,
is here.
Sean. I done told you, friend. I've been needing you for these last couple of days. Okay,
It's
I need.
gonna be all right. It's gonna be just fine. The people ain't talking about nothing. Ain't saying a thing.
I say, Lord Jesus, child, it's some foolishness in the streets of the YouTube, but we
It's
about to.
always foolishness. It's always some mess.
Always, child. What's up, Kalani? Kalani Harrelson is in the building, y'all. I want to shout out my girl Kalani. I don't know if she saw it in my other video, but Kalani sent me some funds towards my computer so that we
Come
can get
on.
some new equipment. I appreciate you, friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Yes.
My girl is coming through for a girl. Kalani says, ladies, I'm so glad I didn't miss y'all, child. I just got back from a first date. I need some good entertainment right about now. What? We got to hear about this date, girl.
I would love to hear about this date.
We got it. Was he cute? Did you like him? Was he, what had happened? What had happened? Listen, I've been married for so damn long. Stories like this you keep me entertained.
Yes. Same here.
I'll be living my life, okay? Black Butterfly says, "Good evening, Shay and Sean. Shay and Sean, I got my wine and popcorn. Let the show begin." Yes,
Come
honey.
on, wine and
I
popcorn.
ain't gonna wine right about now. My husband gave me those ragged ass bottle of water. Sarita Watkins is in the building. She says, "Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? How you bees?" LA Doll 71 says, "Hello, ladies. What's up? What's up?" Reno is in the building. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Kalani. I really appreciate you. I really, really do. So, y'all, friend, these last two episodes of Sistas, Gary has been on 1,000. Okay. Gary has been, but
Look.
you know what's so crazy? I like Cheeto. So it's like I'm separating the actor from the person from the
From
actor.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, Cheeto, your acting chops, buddy. Like it's getting up there. Like it's there. Cause people really hate you. They are hate.
They don't when people start like hating you and disliking you for real. Oh, you're doing your job. You're
Uh,
doing your job.
hold on. Kalani gave us an update, child. I loves to hear the things. She says it was blonde. He's 5 years younger. Let's just say I'm still accepting dates. I know that's right, girl. You know what?
Keep your options open.
I know we need to have a one night. We need to have a discussion about this type of stuff because I be wanting to know. My single friends, they dry. I need to know.
Friend,
Like, what is it?
win.
Oh my god! Like 5 years younger. I'm like, are they less mature or are they like where's their mindset? You know what I'm saying? But then it'd be like the older dudes be trifling too.
I was listening to. Have you heard of Harley Initiated? The two
No.
men on. Okay. Harley Initiated is really good. So I was listening to the Harley Initiated podcast on YouTube, and they just reposted one of their old videos that they did about almost 9 months ago. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
the topic was about women 50 and older dating. And
Mm.
this one lady, she's married and said she only dates younger men, only date younger men.
Okay.
And the youngest, she said I think she was 55. So I think the guy she's with now is 45.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like, well, what made you want to do that? Blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I'm adventurous. I like to work out 5 times after a week. And me and my age don't want to do that. And she was like, I like to live life, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I had to date younger because her lifestyle and what she liked to do. And she
Mm-hmm.
was like, she do not date older at all. It's only younger men that she date.
Wow. But then I'd be like, I'd be having questions. Like, are they broke? Are they using you like a sugar mama, you know. I don't know. We got to get into Sisters, but we got to do this one night. Like, I'm really invested. I'm invested. Kalani, I'm invested in
But
your
see, we already got this
relationship.
going on called My Sister's Perspective. So we can kind of,
Yeah.
add it in.
We gonna do it. We gonna make a conversation out of it. Um
Yes.
Sarita Watkins says, at Shay, you were you always this funny growing up? I get my wine and enjoy you so much. Your spirit is so amazing. Oh, thank you so much.
She is hilarious. She's funny.
You know what? Sadly, Sarita, I've been crazy all my life. Yeah. So,
She said funny, not crazy.
it's all my friends literally. I think they only invite me to events so that I can, liven up the space. And it's just I do, I'm a fool. It's natural. I don't know why I'm like this, but I'm glad somebody likes it, you know.
Yes. Love it.
JB says, "What's up, JB? Y'all, JB says what is another person that reviews Sisters as well.
Okay.
Over to his channel and subscribe to him as well. He does very, very good reviews. I love his channel. He says, hey, this show sucks. Well, you know what, JB? We're gonna talk
Wait,
about
overall show or the episode? JB, I need you to
yeah,
explain, sir. Because I feel like last night episode was fire.
yeah. Last night episode was good, and the
It
episode
was good.
I got some things to say. I'm
Yeah,
getting better. It's getting a little better, but you know
it
what?
is.
I like your perspective, JB. I like show perspective. Okay, Kalani is laughing at us. She's like, "Girl, you all in my damn business."
Right. Kalani
You're
gonna be the
nosy.
guinea pig. We're gonna start off with you, Kalani.
She like, you old dried up married woman, old nosy ass. I love it. I love it. She said, yes, do it. Okay, yes, we're going to definitely incorporate dating segment in our sisters. This is our
Excited.
perspective, right? This is my sister's perspective. JB says, well, overall, I'm tired of Gary. Yeah, Gary.
Okay.
Yeah, Gary is causing a ruckus, but we're gonna talk about that. So, y'all, episode 17, is that what it is? We're gonna start from episode 17, season 7. So, friend, what do you think about this whole the pictures with Jordan and first of all, why? What are these pictures supposed to do? And then did you notice how the assistant when in the previous well it's going to be in this episode actually the dude that took the pictures his campaign manager or whatever that took the pictures he looked like he was disturbed that Gary was so excited but I'm like what the hell did you think he was going to do with these pictures why are you upset
Right. First of all, you knew what you was getting into when you took the job. Let's
exactly
start there, Poindexter. Now
right
that we done got past that,
hmm
I do feel like maybe his conscience is starting to kick in and his morale is like, dang,
yeah
maybe I shouldn't have did that. Maybe, but it's too late now. It's done.
it's just one of those things where it's just like, sir, you are lying about your career. You lying about all the stuff that you like. This is what you obviously do. So why is it
Right.
Gordon you feeling some type of way? I don't know. I don't know. But
I'm
Andy,
thinking he's going to do something with them pictures. That's what I told my husband. I said he going to do something with these pictures. He going to destroy them.
mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's, even though he has them, I kind of think that the guy's finna ready kind of double back.
I think he is too. I feel like he is too. But
Mm-hmm.
we shall see. Irma McIntosh says, "Would you believe I so love you guys? Oh, we so love you too. I'm watching from London at 3:02. Wow,
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh, Irma, that really warms my heart. Thank you so much.
That
Y- y'all
is
don't
amazing.
understand the last talk about this log, but the last 3 days, your girl been stressed. The people been stressing me out, okay? And this is y'all, this is maybe it's the cancer emotion in me, but I am overwhelmed with joy to hear this from y'all. Thank
Yes.
you. I appreciate it. I
That
appreciate it.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Shout out to Irma
Yes,
staying up.
so much. I appreciate you.
Yes.
But yeah, this whole scene with Andy coming over and she's checking on Jordan. She's like, what's the assistant name, child? I forgot what his damn name was.
Jean, no, um,
Somebody remind us.
Grayson,
Grayson. Why?
Grayson.
Because I said if I ever have another boy, I want to name him Grayson. My son's name is Gavin, and
Mm-hmm.
boy, I want to name him Grayson. So yeah, Grayson wasn't the girl. Now he want to make noise. Gavin to most. Like you hear him come
Yep.
Gavin ghetto, y'all. Okay, this is ghetto. He said, "No, it's not, Gavin. This is not your show, and do not anymore. I'm gonna send your daddy upstairs." Child, you got to threaten these kids with their daddy sometimes. But
Yep.
Andy, why you not at work?
Do
Why
she ever work?
Yeah, you never at work. And see, my thing is, Andy, you are always late to these meetings with Miss Marie. You are just, girl, you are too busy doing other things than what you're supposed to be doing. Like you over here checking on him. This is just getting ridiculous with Andy. I'm getting tired. JD says, what says, I know the pictures in this day and age wouldn't hurt Jordan. That can easily be flipped. Exactly. Mind you, looking at those pictures, it looks like he's passed out.
Yeah.
Like it's very evident that somebody drugged him or he's drunk or whatever, and he's not there at his will. I'm like, y'all could have at least, pinned his eyelids back or something to make it look.
Right. It do look staged.
Yeah, it looks very staged. So
Mm-hmm.
y'all are novice criminals at this point. So moving on to the next scene, we over here at the bank. Okay, the bank that don't got no money in it, because the people
No
ain't
customers, no nothing.
must
Just
know
empty bank.
empty. So Maurice standing here talking to Sabrina, and he's telling her about his issues with. No, Grayson is Maurice's dude.
Sure is.
Is his That's another name. So, but forget him. He don't got a big enough role.
Dang. Now I got the Googles. Go ahead, Fred. Let me
So
Googles.
he's telling her about Grayson and how he done basically kicked the man out or complaining about him doing things for him, and how he needs to really deal with his issues with the other little crazy man. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cute. So as they're talking and Maurice is being Maurice, in comes Rich. Okay, Rich coming in here talking to Sabrina after he done said all this foolishness about, are you trying to, basically asking her if she trying to trap him. And she basically like, Rich, I'm good on you. Like, I really don't have no time for this. My thing is, I don't understand why Rich is so dumb. If I'm trying to get my eggs retrieved, why would I be taking birth control, my nigga?
Thank you.
The,
Like, make it make sense.
the science ain't sciencing. I don't know if he missed those days of health class back in
Did.
school and high school. But hey, if I'm trying to have a baby and I'm trying to fertilize my egg, why on earth, why for come, would I be taking birth control? That's insane to me. Why would he even think I'm at a loss.
I think for me, he trying to play this game. For one, I feel like you know her better, or should anyway, to know I don't think that she would even try to play them type of games.
Right.
And to be bold enough to say it is just even worse. Like, nigga, no, you didn't fix your mouth to
Exactly.
let these words come out of it. Like, what are you talking about?
He's
And
done.
you ain't stopped poking her either. Like, come on.
Here, my whole thing with Sabrina and Rich, and Sabrina, and this is a thing, this is something that, here's an issue I have with women, sometimes us as women. We have got to get to the point where, listen, he said what he said. You know what I'm saying? We can't continue to waste our time and be like, well, maybe I can, well, maybe he'll.
Change him. Yep.
No, 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 baby. Listen, when they tell you and show you who they are. This
Thank
man
you.
made it very clear he does not want to have any children. He don't want to be nobody daddy. You are trying to have a kid. So obviously, even if he's not giving you the sperm to have a kid, you're gonna have a kid. So if y'all gonna be together, he gonna be kind of, what is it? What's the term for it? He ain't gonna be grandfather then, but he gonna be side daddy then. If you
Right.
together, he's gonna have to be there for these kids. I mean, for this kid that you're trying to have.
I
So,
think that's when he'll leave. I actually feel like that's when he'll break up with her. Right now, I think he just kind of still going along with the go along because she hasn't gotten pregnant.
mm,
And
mm.
because it hasn't happened. But the moment she breaks the news to him and be like, hey, I'm going through with the full process. At first I was just freezing them, but hey, I'm really about to do this. And she say, and it took, and I'm pregnant. He's gonna leave because I don't think that he don't want the responsibility. Period.
Well, he ain't gonna leave soon as she pregnant, because then that's free dick 'em down sex.
Well,
They say pregnant
well.
is the best, and then they say he probably like, oh, I can free ball and just go and leave it in there, and you already pregnant.
But then we may have another Karen situation.
Oh, now
We gonna have us another Karen situation. She gonna
that's
have her two baby daddies.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be something else. Mind you, Rich already that baby's daddy. That part, in my opinion.
I think she pregnant too. But then, okay, we'll say when we get to their part. I tell you my then. Okay.
Okay. Jay says, what says, that's where another issue I have come in. Sabrina breaks up with him, his elevator. Sabrina break up with him, his elevator don't ding. Right. Yeah, because
Right.
that's just common knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
even know why anybody would write that. You know? I agree. Once he has the baby, Rich will leave. Right. I agree. Is that
Mm-hmm.
my girl winning all the time? What's up, friend? She says a lot of my faves are loud at the same time. Is she saying live? I think she meant live.
Live, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, well, we glad that you peeped in over here on us for a little bit, okay? Yeah, I think Rich is yeah, something wrong with him. And Rich is
Yeah.
guided by sex. Like he's sexually attracted to Sabrina,
Yes.
knows that Sabrina is a good woman. But it's like I can't get past how stupid he is. Like that, I wouldn't even fix my mouth to say something like that. And then the utter gutter ball disrespect, the nerve of you to think that your dick is that amazing that I'm going to stop my process and
Because you here.
come over to do whatever you want to do. No.
Their part.
I want to have,
That.
and I want it now. You don't want to be a part of it, you and your dick can exit left.
But
Goodbye.
I find it funny that Sabrina want to find her newfound voice and speak up for herself. And even though she did a little bit with Rich, but baby, you didn't do it enough because I'll be like, baby, let me tell you something. You ain't ever got to come back around these parts again, okay? Don't
Child.
dot my door no more,
Mm,
okay? Lose my number as you walking outside.
exactly. Winning all the time says the new dude from headquarters seems to be interested in Sabrina. I'm wondering where that's going to go. You and me too, friend. You know what? We might as well intertwine the episodes since we talking about both of them.
Okay.
I love the idea of this new guy.
I love it too. Rich, say goodbye.
Yeah, bye.
Say goodbye.
Go on back to Bruz. That's what you do. Go on,
Yep.
go. Maybe your contract was renewed over there. You boo boo and bye to you. Bye bye.
Yep.
I have somebody here. First of all, headquarter man, you wasn't doing no type of interviewing of her. You done turned the tape recorder off. You coming in here asking me questions, and I don't know nothing about headquarters sending nobody up in here to do a damn interview.
Correct.
But you sitting here trying to get to know my past lives, sir. You trying to get in my drawers. That's what you're trying to do.
Is.
You say
Is.
everything that I want to hear. Tomorrow, yeah, I want to have a lot of children. Yeah. Hey, let's go make them right now. Let's go. My sperm is potent. You need it? I got you. You want
And
to?
then, especially when it came out that Rich ain't about to be the baby daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, he ain't trying to be these babies' daddies. He
Mm.
said, "Up, jackpot. Don't worry about it, Rich. Move on. I
Oh,
got this.
you see how he was looking when he was
Don't
sitting
worry about it."
wait a minute, hold on, pause. This man is trying to take my girl. But sir, y'all don't have the same interests. Let her
Yep.
go. See, this is the part of this is why I want to talk about this dating thing, because even though this is a show, I always like to connect it to reality, right?
Correct.
Um, because I'm so far removed from the reality of dating now in 2024. But it's like the tables haven't changed with men. It's like women, like I said earlier, they are so inclined to be like, oh, maybe he'll change, maybe he'll change,
Mm-hmm.
and then men are like, oh, well, she want a man so bad, or she, I'm me, I'm that guy. She's gonna stay. It doesn't matter what I do. She's gonna stay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they think that they can do whatever they want and that you're going to stick around. But then when they see somebody else comes along and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute. You trying to fuck up the good thing I got going on. Wait
Right.
a minute. She trying to scurry on the way. Bring that ass here, girl. Okay.
Right.
Maybe I'll be a daddy. What you want me to do? You know,
That
I'm
baby.
rich about to be having some reconsiderations.
But
Okay.
here's the thing. Me and my friend was talking about this, and I told her, I said, baby, the game is still the same. The only thing that's changing now are the players.
Yeah.
That's it. And I think, and this is another situation where it's the same game, a different player. Rich, go on about your business. You wasting her time and
Yeah.
yours. And go be with somebody who wants what you want out of life.
Right.
Whether she decides to call it quits and stop the whole process, the
Mm-hmm.
fact that she wants a baby, still that desire is not going to go away. And
No.
that emptiness and void will always be there. You can buy all the Birkin bags. You can take her everywhere. You can bring her all the smoothies at one time from your spot. And it's not going to fill that void that she is longing for. So
And here's the biggest thing. Don't waste my time. Why?
please don't.
That's my thing. Why invest? That's why people end up being together, because they're like, damn,
It's been
I done
all this time.
did this for 3 years. I might as well. You know what I mean? No,
Mm-hmm.
don't invest too much time in somebody that obviously you already know y'all don't want the same things,
Yep.
because it's just wasting everybody's damn time.
Yep.
JB says what says I think Tony should be with Sabrina and Rich with Danny. I think I've heard that before, and I think so too. But then also Tony, I feel like Tony, he got some shit with him too. I can't quite put my finger on it, but
But
Tony,
here's the thing.
mm-hmm,
As far as them having the same interests, I get that.
mm-hmm,
But the reason why I feel like that would not work is because Danny is very immature, and Tony is very excuse
Rich,
me, Rich is very like him and Sabrina have pretty much the same energy wave. You
yeah,
know, they don't use a lot of expression when they talking. They don't, you know, they kind of cool, mellow tone when they speak. Even if they're excited, you still can't tell because that's just their personality. And I think Danny will be way too much.
I
She
think,
way too much for anybody, but
yeah,
definitely not for Tony. I don't think there'll be a good match.
yeah, I think I see where
I
JB,
mean, Rich.
yeah, I see where JB is coming from. I think sexually they would be compatible, but mentally no, because
Yeah.
and then even I see Rich as a person. He has a juice bar, for crying out loud, and
Mm-hmm.
this girl over here smoking all day,
Correct.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
work, barely doing what she supposed to be doing.
Right.
She thinks that the world should revolve around her, but she ain't doing shit to contribute to the world. I just,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Danny need to grow up. I think
Yes.
is I agree. I think Rich is way more mature than her. Kalani says that part, don't waste my time. Right, because time we only get one life and time is of the essence. And what you
Mm-hmm.
do is play on my top and waste my time. Absolutely not.
And let me say this. I'm gonna say this for us women. We grown, y'all. We gonna have grown folks conversation. We
Mm-hmm.
can't keep putting all this on the men. We gonna to take some accountability too.
Well,
Because when you see it ain't going nowhere, it ain't gonna take you 15 years to decide that this ain't gonna marry you. You knew that in year one. Matter of fact, you probably knew it in month 3. You should have made your exit stage left then. So I can't wait for us to start talking about this because
girl. Listen, because
Hey, wait.
I tell you this real quick before Lil, I'm gonna tell my business. My y'all, I be telling y'all my business here and there. What's up? Who said that? What's up, Shay Renee?
Who said that?
Everyone, hey, what up, what up? Tawanda Ham is in the building as well. Kalani said or date one. To
That part, friend.
around. That's my girl. She ain't
That
playing.
part.
Okay. Don't waste my damn time.
Don't
Okay.
waste.
So my husband, y'all, okay, but he got a little grace because we started talking, what they call it, dating, talking, whatever. I was 18, he was 19. But when we got to where we off and on for 10 years, right? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
at the time I was like 28. People always be like, you ain't about to give me no ultimatum. Oh, yes, the fuck I am. Okay. So I told him I believe it was my 28th birthday. It was around August. I actually have the date that he proposed in my calendar saved. I
Mm-hmm.
show him every year. I told him, I said, if you don't propose by the end of August, it's curtains for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm 28. I'm vibrant. I can go find a man, child. And pretty young thing. Okay. And these eggs ain't gonna be dried up. Okay. Because I'm gonna have somebody else fertilize them if you. So he wanted to be rebellious. And wait until the absolute end of the month so he could feel like, oh, I made this decision. But
Yeah.
with my sister-in-law, got my ring and everything, and took me down to the Museum of Natural History in DC. Mind you, I had just come back from Ocean City with my friend. And you got me going in a museum with heels on because I didn't know where to go. I'm like, I'm not trying to be walking around no damn museum. I got
Right.
so we at the then he shows me the rings and then he was like, one day, if you act right, I'm going to buy you a nice ring. So he shows me the Hope Diamond. He's like, you need to know how much these things cost. I said, nigga, just buy one. Or gone. Like, I ain't got time for you and your shenanigans. So then we go outside the exhibit and then we looking at this big dinosaur body of bones. Then he turns around to me and he's like, I was about to say my damn name. He says my full name and says, will you marry me? And I'm like, you got to make a joke out of every damn thing. And I said, yeah, you better hurry up and did it because I wasn't playing around with your ass. You was about to be gone, okay?
So,
Out
friend,
out in these streets. But
we
yeah,
friends for real, friend. We friends for
yeah,
real. Let me tell you why. Let me give y'all, put y'all in my business a little bit.
okay.
Same situation. Me and my husband, we'll be going on 11 years of marriage next month in August. It'll
Oh,
be 11 years.
mm-hmm,
And everybody know I just had a son that graduated out of school 18. So if y'all can do easy math, y'all know we've been together for a long time. Okay. But it was the same way. Me and him met when I was 18 years old.
mm-hmm,
So we've been together, same situation. We broke up, woo, woo, woo. So once we got back together, now by this time I already had 2 kids.
mm-hmm,
Child number one, child number two, 18 and 16.
mm-hmm.
So when I got back together, when we got back together, I was like, we date, woo, 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 and he ends up proposing. I did the cute thing, told yes in front of everybody. He got all my family together. I said yes, woo, woo, woo. But when we got back home, I said, let's have a talk. I ain't gonna embarrass nobody in front of nobody. Let's
Uh,
talk. Baby, we done been here, done it. We already got 2 children. Don't think that this finna going to be a 15-year engagement.
that part.
This ain't that. We are not doing this. So
No.
either we gonna go and make this a thing. If not, you can have your ring back. And
Mm-hmm.
I meant every word I said.
Yeah.
He proposed to me almost 11 years ago. It was Super Bowl weekend, which is always in February, and
Mm-hmm.
we got married in August
I know
that
that's
same year.
because what Kalani say? You not about to waste my time. Okay. You not about to waste my motherfucking time. Okay. At all. Period. Okay.
Point blank
And
period, the end.
yeah,
Baby,
all
it don't
that.
take all day. We already got 2 cheering. Because
Right.
I stopped that then. I said, baby, let me tell you something. You never ready to pump me with all these kids out here by myself. I will not.
No,
Baby,
ma'am.
after baby number 2,
Mm-mm.
it's a wrap. We're
No.
done. This is not no baby making machine over here. No,
Mm-mm.
ma'am.
No, no,
Mm-mm.
sir. Because let me tell you something. The way my husband said this uterus was going to be vacant until sir, get your life.
Yep.
But thank y'all for obliging us. We sorry. We gonna get back to the damn story, child. Exactly, but it's so ironic that the new guy from headquarters with like a large family as well wants a baby. Yeah, it's very such a quinky dink.
Calculated. It's giving calculated.
He come along and want to have all these cheering. He about to put
Yep.
in the damn plane. All the men on this show are problematic, including Zach. That
Yep.
part.
I
Yeah, we're
agree.
gonna talk about Mr. Zach, okay?
I agree.
Lonnie over here laughing at us. JB says okay, I'm loving y'all putting your foot down. Yeah, listen, you got to these days because these men will play on your top, okay? They will play on your top, bottom, side, and on and your back, okay? But moving on, we get to the next scene where Miss Marie, this whole Miss Marie and Hayden sleeping together, the deal. I'm like, okay, why? Why are we doing this?
I hate that was added into the movie, into the show.
Yeah.
I really hated that added that in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We don't
I
need.
don't like it.
I don't like it either because my thing is the lady already is monopolizing their time.
Yep.
Realistically, right? You already have her business. All y'all got to do is do your freaking job. Hayden, you want to become partner so bad. You are actually making it worse for yourself by not working with Andy. Y'all need to just stop trying
Yep.
to be diabolical against each other and do what you're supposed to do and just handle this woman's case, get her money and get her gone.
But friend, not only that, you slept with this woman to try to get ahead. While you sitting up here trying to find something on him, you better hope his attorneys don't find nothing on
That
y'all.
that part right there.
How careless, how stupid. Like, he's so up his own tail. He cutting off his nose to spite his own face, and you finna mess up the whole doggone thing. Cause
Exactly.
you think his lawyers ain't watching either?
Meanwhile, Tamara over here getting drilled to the high heavens in her cootie qua by Gary. Okay. I couldn't that scene when she went to the office on episode 18 and she was like, yeah, I want $250,000. And he was like, you think you gonna blackmail me with them little videos that you got?
Thank
Girl.
you.
And she like basically like you thought you scared me,
You
huh?
thought you did something.
Yeah.
You thought
And
you
he was
ate.
like, oh, there's plenty more where that came from. And then he starts kissing her. And he was like, I knew you wanted me with your garbage pussy.
I'm tired of Gary too, but
I
I ain't mad at Gary for playing his part. He was like, "Oh, you thought you ate? Oh, you thought
said,
I supposed to be scared?
he said,
Oh,
"Thought you
please."
had one. Yeah, and he was like, your whole garbage. He said her pussy was blown out or something.
Yeah, go do some Kegels because it was too loose for me. I said, "My God, Gary, what are you doing,
I
sir?"
said, Gary, not a hot dog down the hallway, baby. Is that what we doing? Is you throwing a hot dog down the hallway, Gary? Is it like fucking putting sticking your dick out the window? Is that what you feeling? We can't do that.
I wasn't mad at Gary. I said,
I was
"Gary, now you doing a lot, sir, but how's it ever? You playing the part. You
yeah,
doing what needs to be done."
absolutely. And JB, you right. Miss Marie do need to learn some boundaries because it's like, baby,
Yeah,
you are multi-billionaire doing all this. Why do you have so much time on your hands to be sitting at the law firm with me all damn day? I
right.
think you too busy to be staying keeping tabs on what the hell we doing. You should be paying us to do our job. Gary talked down on her cat, and she's still gonna let him hit. At
Still gonna let him hit it.
1,000%, one
I
thousand.
don't know what kind of peen Gary got,
Child, it
but he
must.
making the people go crazy. I'm gonna need him to go sit down somewhere. Side note, did you catch when the receptionist called? They said Mr. like Martian Brandon or whatever they called him. Did y'all catch that? They
Uh-uh.
did not call him Gary.
What?
They did go back and watch it, friend. They did not, their receptions did not call him Gary. Cause
Well,
I
you know,
rewind it and I was like,
Gary is an alias. You know that, right? Like there was an episode where Penelope and Andy discovered that he has several names.
There
Mark,
you go, Marshall Borders. I knew it was something with an M. Yes,
yeah,
thank you, JB.
mhm,
And I was like, wait,
yeah, yeah. Gary is an alias. So, child,
so is Marshall his real name?
maybe who knows? We don't know at this point, but I guess they trying to build the case on Brother Borders, child.
Because
Mm.
I sure called it. I rewinded. I said, wait, what they just say?
Yeah, because baby Marshall don't sound nothing like Gary. Okay, scary Gary. Uh, but moving on, we get to so of course Fatima catches get Hayden and Miss Marie coming in. They have their little back and forth, and then she calls Andy to tell her to hurry up and get to the office because Andy don't never be doing no damn work. I'm
No
like,
on
you
time.
look so unprofessional. I'm
Yep.
like, do you really want to be partner? Because
Mm-hmm.
your mind is so somewhere else at this point.
Yep.
Get it together. So then we have Danny and Tony. Tony, for you to be the vice president, it seems to be the only thing that you're presidential over is Danny's pussy. Why
That's
are you
it.
always at this counter trying to figure out ways to fuck on her?
It's really not even giving vice president. It's giving me you the manager or the supervisor,
Mm-hmm.
maybe lead at best, because
Mm.
no VP is willing to put themselves out there in the public for y'all customers to see them.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
You street walking the sleep, this bed dancing that y'all doing. Like you all over her at work. It's cameras all over this place.
Thank
You
you.
know, where's your boss to give you your evaluation? You getting a bad appraisal because you over here sleeping with the subordinates
Literally.
and getting head doctor sessions in your office daily. What is up with this? And you coming over here to my son, meet me, at this location so we can do. I'm like, you act like you don't see her after work.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all go do it in your black van that you've been parking next to her?
Right.
Like, what you got
Right.
in the van? Is it a bed in there? Cause you doing a lot of stuff, Tony. Okay, Tony the Tiger,
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
And
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. But moving on. Okay, tell me what you think about his wife though. First of all, I want
The
to stop saying, he's my husband. No, bitch, he's not. Stop. Stop.
baby, let me tell you something. When G.I. Jane walked up in Danny's house, I said, okay, baby girl is bold and bumped Danny. I said,
Mm,
well, let the show begin.
yeah,
Okay, let
yeah.
the show begin. Look, as far as Miss Army Fatigue, I just feel like she is definitely doing what we predicted, which is she's figuring to come back, stake her claim. She know how to get him.
Mhm.
That's been her husband for 10, however many years. She know his good, the bad, ugly, indifferent. And she in with the mama. Child, please, Danny, kiss this relationship goodbye, because he don't. And she done already gave you the plan, which is I'm gonna use my kids, our
Yep.
kids, to get my man back.
Absolutely. But let me tell you something, G.I. Jane. I don't care how many banana pudding donuts you take his mama, okay? I need to know why y'all got a divorce in the first place. That's what I need to know. Because if I'm gonna tell you this, if it's only because she was gone for a lot of time, then it's curtains for you, Danny. But if it's because of something else, they seem to be so buddy
Yeah,
besties.
yeah, yeah.
But if it's more than just her being gone, I don't know. There may be some other variables that will keep them separate because the kids may not be enough to bridge that gap. But what you're not about to do is come to my fucking house and tell your kleptomaniac daughter to keep her hands to her damn self. That's what you do. And the fact that Danny was telling him that, oh, your daughter, you guys need to discipline her better. Now, Danny, you're gonna let her out. Ain't
And
gonna,
see, that's how she go. And that's what's wrong with her. She talked too doggone much. You played right into her game.
you did.
Cause now he finna
Did.
look at you sideways. Cause if he was like, you're talking about my her fast A daughter, like that ain't my fast A daughter. We
Exactly.
share the same kid.
Right. But he was a little too calm for my liking for that. I would have liked for him to say, listen, Danny. I mean, you could have been calm in your response,
Correct.
but and say, listen, I will talk to my daughter, but and I appreciate you watching my kids, but a part of co-parenting, which is something that as we go the distance, you're going to be a part of, you know.
Yep.
We got kids do crazy things. We got to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
He's in your house. What the hell was Danny doing while this girl was over here? You just letting her explore
Do whatever she want to do.
whatever she want to do. You was sitting there so distraught that you had to watch the children, but you accepted the responsibility of watching them. So you
Yep.
gotta make sure you already saw that she done took the handcuffs. There's no, it's inevitable she might have taken more than that. But homegirl, what you're not about to do is come to my house and chastise me and then tell me that you got a plan to use your children to get my man. Girl, boo and bye to you.
That's my thing.
Yeah,
She and I already told her how it's gonna be. But going back to what you were saying about Tony, I feel like Tony should have put her in her place.
he should have.
There's no way that you finna come over here and talk to me as if you're talking to Fatima or something about me. Like you
Right.
talking about me to me. This don't
Right.
even make sense. You can't do that. And
Yeah,
I know she tried to make light of everything, but you were being low key, high key, disrespectful. Said,
absolutely.
oh, you need to take this belt off and you need to do this and your fast A. Like, pump the brakes. Oh, what you got, friend?
Yeah, girl, go sit your ass down for real. Cause
Who
like,
you talking to?
and Danny, honestly, what are you providing this man besides good head and a hole to get in whenever he want?
That's it.
That's it. It's just a thrill right now for him to be fucking you at work and all this, that, and the third. You are not mentally stimulating to this man. Danny is very immature.
Very,
She
and
has,
G.I. Jane know that.
yeah, she's,
She knows that.
yeah, she know.
Mm-hmm.
Tony and Tiffany need to check themselves and they sticky finger daughter. That part,
I
okay?
agree with that. I do
That part.
agree.
Gloria Lacey says, was Miss Maria on The Young and the Restless? Was she?
She do look familiar, but I can't put my finger on
She does.
what it is that she's played in.
She looked
But
Tyler Perry played type of deal, but I don't know. But yeah, she probably would be on The Young and the Restless. I haven't watched that since I was a little girl with my grandma.
mm-hmm.
Winning all the time says I really wanted Danny to handle her a little more. She handled her a little light. I would have gave her all that she was asking for when she came. Honey, when she bumped,
And when she bumped me,
I'd have been. Let me tell you, the way my reflexes are, she would have grazed me, and I'd be
snatched that ponytail real quick.
like, let me tell you something right now. I'm gonna tell you one time. I'm gonna let you have this one for free, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you feel this power in this grab on your arm.
Yep.
Don't write checks that your ass can't cash, okay? I don't give a damn about that camouflage suit. I will
Yep.
fuck you up in here. Like, don't
I
play.
would have grabbed that ponytail.
Yeah,
As soon as she bumped
I'm
me back, would have
like,
grabbed that ponytail and snatched her down to the
yeah.
ground.
I'd have been like, as soon as she had to graze me slightly, I'd have grabbed her like, bitch, I know you fucking lying.
Not in my house.
Not in my motherfucking house, okay? Please believe that. Because you will not be making it to fight this country not another goddamn day. Okay? Please.
Not over here.
Absolutely not. What you're not gonna do is talk about my kids. That part. That part, Gloria. Okay? Because Danny is ridiculous. JB says, well, it says Tiffany could have Tony the Tiger. Yeah, because Tony, he just gives off creep to me. I don't know. I don't know. Ever since I saw that van,
Yeah.
out that van, he said his daddy gave it to him, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. But moving on, we go to the salon, and Pam is in here. Pam has been getting a lot more lines this season. You know this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Pam is in here talking to Trey. Okay. I forgot what the hell they was talking about, child. I guess he trying to take her out again, or he coming in there to check on her. But I want you to notice how Zach comes into the shop. Okay. He walks in there, and Karen doesn't give him all of the spice and pizzazz that she gives Aaron every time he comes showing up. Zach comes in empty handed, but she all calm when he comes in there. She acts a little bit unnerved, but not very much. And she's, oh, he want to go talk to her in the back. She like, okay. She goes in the back talking to him, and he's like asking her to be nicer to Fatima. First of all, Zach, why the fuck are you in here pressing her to be nice to Fatima because you decided that you and Aaron are going to squash it? So now you think Karen is going to squash it. Karen is crazy. She wants you. It's two different dynamics. Aaron wants Karen, but he doesn't look at you as a obstacle that he needs to be angry with. He knows that you're an obstacle, but he's mature enough to separate his desire for Karen and his disdain for her love for you.
Mm-hmm.
He's still able to be respectful and keep his eye on the prize, which is trying to take care of his kid.
Baby.
He's
Mm-hmm.
mature. So you, on the other hand, feel like it's like Zach always is trying to make everybody around him make him comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't want to be in no turmoil. So let me go on ahead and tell her, listen, I did my part. So now you got to be nice to Fatima. But Karen, why you wasn't giving him all that steam when he came in there? And he ain't bring the stroller.
And just like you said, she wants Zach. She never wanted Aaron to be the father.
No, she
She
did.
never wanted it, and because she was so convinced that it was always that, but she want him back. And so she's always going to be nicer to him, and she's always going to be a little bit more pleasant to him. Like, she'll give him the business, and now again, but for the most part, when he walks in, she's not gonna say anything about it.
No.
She's not gonna push the envelope, excuse me, like she would when it comes down to her other baby daddy. But
Mm-mm. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I don't know why she's so delusional still at this point. It's time to let it go. It's really time to let it go. But
yeah,
uh moving on, okay. Uh this little scene with Maurice, he comes home and Grayson ain't dead. He trying to call him. Moving on. I don't know what they're trying to do with Maurice, or
yeah.
I really want them to develop his character. Like, are we going to explore him in relationships, or are we going to intertwine him in the sisters group like they're trying to do Pam? I think they're struggling with writing his character, and I really want them to get it right.
Actually, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think his character need to be developed.
You don't think so?
No, I actually like him being the friend of the friend.
Mm.
I think he's good to stay as the co-worker. Sabrina has another outlet outside of her core girls, and leave it at that. Only because I feel like there's no way you really can incorporate him into the fold. He was
Yeah.
never incorporated, and now you're trying to add him in. I don't know if it'll mix. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll mesh in the way they want to, especially since they didn't start it like that from the beginning.
Right.
And
Right.
now trying to throw him in the mix, like even when they was at Sabrina house, excuse me, to help with the planning, even though they never planned nothing,
Mm-hmm.
but it still didn't work. Cause he
Right.
already said when Pam left, I don't like her. Who is she? She thinks she's this. She's that. You're already coming in with this whatever kind of attitude you have.
Mind you, I would actually like to see a Maurice and Pam dynamic. I think that would be a good friend of the friends duo.
But
You
see, they messed it up when she walked out and he said he didn't like her.
Well, see, she likes him and she don't know that, so he can change it around. I don't know what the hell they trying to do. That's what I'm saying. They all over.
Yeah.
Toya says because Karen never had a reason to have an issue with Fatima. You're absolutely right. She didn't.
Yeah.
At the point of, and that's the thing. Karen even admitted to Danny, in
Yep.
their most recent conversation, that in another realm she probably would have been friends with Fatima.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Karen. You gave Zach up. You
You
complained about
let him go.
giving you diseases. You said he was getting you pregnant and you getting abortions. You said that he broke and busted and disgusted. You ain't want to be with him. He was riding a bike. Now, bitch,
And
what?
don't forget the ultimate part where she said he stole from her.
Yeah, and he didn't. So now you wanted to throw Aaron in his face, but now that the Aaron situation wasn't bothering him anymore, he found somebody. Now you got a problem. It,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Karen has such an attraction to turmoil and toxicity.
Yep.
She needs to pay more attention to her business, get her money together because you need money again to pay.
Again.
And I see how they're trying to put it on Pam,
Mm-hmm.
where Pam is making all this money from roots to riches. Now, Karen, you being a hater. If
I
you have,
feel like that was wrong for the mama to say that
I
though.
think so too. But
Yeah.
my thing is, it's okay for you to now be like, you know what, Pam, I'm proud of you and your business and what you're doing. I'm happy to support you, but we are running a business around here. Here's an arrangement. I would love to continue to allow you to store your products at a certain fee every month.
Mm-hmm.
Professional way to present that.
And be done with it.
Presenting it now in a way where it's negative because it's like, who the fuck you think you are coming in my damn business making all this
More
money?
money than me. Yep.
No, you can be a professional business owner and say, hey, I want to support you, and this is how and in what capacity I'm going to be able to support you further. You need to contribute to the, you know what I mean? Whatever. You can say it in a better way.
But the reality is that this is my opinion. Tell me what y'all think. Karen didn't think that she was gonna soar.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what she's like, girl, I'm gonna let you do this, but I know you ain't finna do
Yeah,
nothing. You can't even remember to turn off some curling irons. You can't even remember to do blah blah blah. So I think when she did it, she didn't do it as a way of being friends, in my opinion, or being a good sister. You did it like, girl, I gonna do it, but you wasting your time, so I ain't worried about it. And then
yeah,
she came and did the complete opposite. And now you jealous, and that's why the jealousy came in because you never had good intentions to begin with.
exactly. But my thing is, Karen always talking about Pam and how her scruples ain't all there, but you still have her around. Obviously, she's
Mm-hmm.
loyal. Obviously, she's doing something right because you still have her around. So, what does that say about you if you think so low of somebody, but you still have?
Thank you.
Toya says, didn't she throw his daddy ashes away? She definitely did that, Toya. Thank you for reminding me. There will be absolutely no way that I will be giving this woman any time. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Toya says, Karen is a hater. Invest in that girl's business and get the money together. Right. Exactly. Karen's broke. She keep on thinking of opportunities, using these babies as opportunities to, you
Yep.
know, stay in people's pockets. You want to act so
Mm-hmm.
prideful when Aaron tries to help you. First of all, I want to know what the hell Aaron do because how he got all this damn money. But you want to be selective on who, baby, when you broke and you ain't got no damn money, you can't be selective on who help you. Okay? That's what it is. So Gloria Lacey says business to business. Winning all the time says Karen was really hating on Pam. She thought she was too ghetto and didn't know what she was doing. That
That part. Yep.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Paper Chase 22 says, "Hey ladies, what happened to the 72,000 Zach gave her?" I've been saying that too. Paper Chase 22. What are you doing with your money, Karen? And what are you doing with these bump and curl payouts? How many roller wraps have you done and not gotten paid for it? How many creamy crack perms have you put in somebody's head? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your money? I,
Especially when
I
she said that the business was now picking up. Well, why? Where you putting the money at, Fred?
where are you? Where are you putting it? Taya. Taya.
Taya.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Taya. I thought I saw the A. I'm so sorry, Taya. I don't never want to be messing up nobody's um
She said Dave paid Tay.
I,
We gonna get it together. We got you, Fred.
listen, I need to put my damn glasses on. That's what I need to do. Shanice says I wouldn't have minded it if Danny popped Tiffany for busing in her house.
That part.
Not. I wouldn't have. Absolutely. I wouldn't
That
have.
part.
Not roller wraps, child. Yeah, she needs to do some bump and curls, some roller wraps, some yoga poses, something. She need to get her money right. How much she charged for booth rent? And
That part.
that part, JB, that part, because you
Right there.
know how the salon is booming. What are
Yep.
you doing with your money?
Where's the money going?
That's crazy.
Yep.
Lacey says Zach didn't give her money; he paid her back. Well,
No, no, no. The money was when it's those two different situations. He paid the money back, and then the other time was when the beauty shop burned down,
mm,
and he gave her the money.
mm-hmm.
So I think that's the money we're talking about when Zach gave the money.
Oh no, no, the 72,000 was him paying her back.
That was the 72,000.
Yeah, but remember, he tried to give her another check for the salon, and she tore it up.
She didn't take the money.
She didn't
Dang,
take
I can't
the money
remember. Okay.
up in front of the shop. I thought she said Pam spent money out the business account on her products. Oh, did she do that? Right.
But that was in the beginning, right? Not now.
Huh?
I said, but wasn't that in the beginning? I
Child,
can't. Oh no.
I don't know. Pam over there doing some gnarly stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we get to this scene where Tony the Tiger and Tiffany are at this makeshift dinner after Danny then gave him some slob on his knob. He goes to play family man with his children, and Tiffany is trying to rekindle. Isn't this so nice? Like, don't you really love this? Like, we're all sitting here, we're being a family. Isn't this so amazing? Kids, don't you love it?
Throwing the
Tony,
kids in there.
like, what the fuck?
Like it's cool or whatever. I
Yeah,
mean, I see them every day.
he like,
We do this every day.
you want some fries with that? Like, let's hurry up and eat this damn dinner so I can get
Right.
a girl. Like, the hell? Yeah, Tiffany, she really going to try to play this thing up. And
Yep.
Tony playing games if he don't realize that that's what the heck she trying to do.
Oh, I think he knows.
Yeah, he got to know.
Because even when she was at the dinner, it was like, oh, we should do this and we all can sleep in the same bed like we used to.
Girl,
This kid is 6 feet tall. Who finna sleep in the bed with all of us?
e-
Goodbye.
exactly. I know you're lying because what you're not about to do in the middle of the night is have your leg laying across my body.
You.
That's on.
These
You,
grown tell kids talk about sleeping in the bed with us.
yeah, Because I don't know how many cots you done slept on since you've been over here at war, but baby, you're not about to get warmed up over here with this.
Okay.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You
She
ain't get.
talking to them kids like they 3 and 4 years old, like they still little. These big old overgrown crumb snatchers, please. They're
Yeah.
gonna be in their own bed where they have been for the past however many years.
That little boy probably playing pocket pool. He is not getting into bed with his parents. Okay,
Thank you.
at a different, he is hit. That's hit puberty and at another level. Okay, that ain't
He
happening.
dang near the same height as his daddy. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
No,
No.
that part, Taya, they not sleeping with me at 2 years old. That part, my son has been sleeping in his own room since he was 4 months old. Mainly because my husband, he wouldn't let me. I was breastfeeding, and it was easier for me to just roll over and
And just get them.
yeah. So this right here, we not. He has a room. put him
You
in
got
the
to use it.
bed. So I had to go in the room with him and feed him every 3 hours or whatever I needed to do, pumping and all that. Cause child also wasn't paying for no damn formula. So
I
take
ain't mad at it.
played that either. Right. He was like, cause what we not about to do, nip, 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 nip. But Gloria Lacey says, I don't mind helping a friend, but if you take money from me, I expect you to pay it back. That part.
I'm not mad at that.
Absolutely. So now we get to Zach coming home telling Fatima that he went and talked to Karen and, had a conversation with her about them getting along. And Fatima reminds him, I never had an issue with
Correct.
I'm not he's like, can you get along with Karen? She's like, I ain't never did nothing to not get along with her. She been the one fucking with me.
That part. I think with, I think it should. I will say this. Even though Karen have always been the one to start it, I do feel like there have been times where Fatima did kind of overstep a little bit.
Yeah.
Everything don't have to have a response. And you don't got to go everywhere that go. If you can't trust a man, then let him go, girl.
Yeah.
Just be done with it. You can't run up behind him either every time he say he finna ready to go here, there, and everywhere. So I mean,
What you think about this whole them going? We gonna jump around here. What do you think about this whole her going to the doctor's appointment? She couldn't show up, and then Zach comes home. Mind you, why would you have Deja watching your child? That
of
is
all people, you got
absolutely.
Deja.
But he comes home, tells her about the appointment, and he's like, yeah, our kid, aren't you? I'm so excited. I got to see the babies. They're doing so well. We're about to be parents. Like he's talking to her like she's supposed to be excited. Zach, you have put so much on this girl, and y'all been dating for how many months? You have
Yep.
a kid over here that has obvious issues we're working through. You have turned my life upside down and not in a great way. And then you got another kid coming and you want me to be excited as if the baby is in my womb.
Right. That's how he's acting. But here's the thing when it come down to little Michael, why you just didn't take him with you?
Mm, exactly.
That's my thought. Why you could have just
You
took
could have took him.
him. He don't talk.
Right.
It ain't like he running around or anything.
He ain't about to make no.
Just you could have just took him with you.
That's too much like right. Too
That's
much.
what happened when you become a parent and you ain't got nobody to watch your children. That means that child got to come with you when you go somewhere.
Crazy.
Karen
That's
know you got another child. She will be all right.
exactly. Taya says, okay, give an example where she overstepped.
Fatima,
Yeah.
okay. So the times to where I feel like where her and Karen have had their little spat and they're running into each other or whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like Fatima give off a lot of attitude. Sometimes, in my opinion, everything don't have to be so rah-rah.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily saying that Fatima is wrong in anything, but I do think that somebody at some point somebody got to be the adult and step up and be like, you know what, I ain't caring, or don't even go over there. Period. You don't, and that's what I mean. Every time Zach go, here you come, and you jumping into the conversation. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
You know why I think that? And my take on it is I think that she inserted herself because Zach was not assertive enough with Karen ever and setting those boundaries. So Fatima is like, if I'm going to be around, you ain't going to set the boundaries. Well, motherfucker, I'm about to do it for you because what you're not about to do is be playing in my face and having her being disrespectful. And she got to know that if you coming, I'm coming harder. So and I felt like I almost feel like she had to do that because he wasn't doing his part to bridge the gap between the two of
And
them.
I agree with that. I'm not mad at
Mhm.
that, but I also feel like too. I don't really know if there was the I don't know if there was the time for her to do it. I think there need to be a conversation that she should have to him when they laying up in the bed. Look, When you go see her, y'all need to talk about this. Y'all need to do this. You need to do blah, blah, blah. I think kind of going back into real life where women feel like we have to mother our men. That's not your child. Zach is not your child.
That
And
too.
now you're mothering him and, doing all of these things when he's the man. Let him be a man and have that conversation.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
I think, even outside of Karen as an obstacle, I think that Fatima has been mothering him regardless because
yeah,
of his, what is he going to do with his money? How is he going to make his money stretch? Him going to jail and him dealing with this whole situation with Michael. It's like she's had to handhold him throughout this entire process because one, he doesn't have anybody. Two, his mother isn't the best example
correct.
have
Hmm.
anybody to really have his back. And Zach is immature all in itself.
He is immature. Yes.
Like Fatima is his girlfriend and his mama at the same time, but
Yeah.
he also, I think, Fatima contributes to a lot of her anguish where it comes to him because she doesn't voice her opinion enough for me. Like I feel like Fatima is always like, it's fine, it's okay.
Yeah.
Then she blow up later and look
Yeah.
at like, Zach, you should know. Like I mean, you see that I'm over here, or you
With
see
attitude.
that when I showed up and you running after her, you was all upset because Karen didn't blow up in the shop. How you're not saying anything?
Correct.
That's the thing. We can't expect men to read our minds, and also we have to hold them accountable
Yeah.
because we can't be over here having our own silent emotions and just expecting them to have common sense.
Yeah. Now they're supposed to be Miss Cleo and can read your
Exactly.
mind.
Exactly.
Call me now. No, they're not doing that.
Right.
he don't know.
I agree, Taya. Karen definitely be on some slick stuff trying to get him back. So, but
And that's true.
that's
She do.
also Zach's job to create those
Thank
boundaries
you.
because he kept
Yep.
on saying, yes, Karen, I'm always going to love you. You keep on giving her all this hope with your words.
Yep.
You're not showing it in your actions that you're creating a gap between the two of you either.
Yep.
Her going to Karen's house was overstepping.
Yep.
You think Fatima going to her house was
I
overstepping?
think that was overstepping. There you go again, stepping in. You the baby daddy or Zach?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes. Taya says it's not a good idea to have him because Michael did go home sick. So to take
Oh well. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, because even with a mask on,
Yeah. I
um,
forgot little Michael was sick. That's right.
who wants to raise that man? That part. I ain't trying to do that. That's why he can't be left unattended. Right. So y'all, what had happened next or whatever? Oh, so now we see where Karen done caught Trey with another chick. She was too excited to see that.
Karen is a real hater for. I don't know who she's really for. Not even Danny anymore, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not mad at her being like, oh, okay, we got you. We knew something was up, because you tried to talk to a whole pregnant lady. And
Yeah.
now you over here with Pam. So I just feel like she just don't like Pam. And I think it's gonna come off as I don't have your back. Like, cause ooh girl, look what I saw your man doing. To
Right.
me, I think it's gonna come off as Karen, like, girl, I knew he didn't really like you for real because it's you. Like, you're
Right.
Pam. Who
Right.
wants Pam?
That's why.
That's how I feel like she's looking at it.
Yeah, I feel like she was just too damn excited to catch that.
Yeah.
Um. All right. So moving on, what you think about Andy? We're getting to the end of episode 1, but we didn't already talked about. I mean, episode 17, but we didn't talked about a lot of 18. But what do
Hmm.
you think about? Hold on, I forgot that fast. Oh, Andy telling Jordan about Penelope.
I knew she was gonna do it. I
But
knew that she was gonna do this in the house where it's mic'd up, all this
yeah,
stuff going on. I knew she was gonna do it. I felt like you've been keeping this secret this long. You should have kept keeping it. At the very least, you should have said, gave him that look like, look at me.
mm-hmm.
I want you to trust me. Say it without saying it.
Or hell, go out of the house And go, well, she didn't know at this point that the house was mic'd
This,
up.
mm-hmm.
But so okay, now that we know that, the whole Gary situation, when Gary comes in the next scene and he's telling her, yeah, and I got these pictures and I'm doing this,
Yeah.
better marry me. First of all, Andy, you what kind of lawyer are you? Because you don't do any research. How dumb are you? Because there is no way that Gary would have been able to tell me that I gotta marry him because Penelope is alive. Even though he knows
Yep.
Penelope is alive, he don't know where Penelope is.
That. Mm-hmm.
You killed her baby.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch of evidence there. I'm sure she was going to prenatal appointments and going to the doctor, and now all of a sudden you don't have a baby. Hello?
And she goes to the hospital.
I don't, she had to
They
have
didn't say it out loud
that.
whether she did or didn't, but you had to because you're bleeding. As a pregnant woman, you're not finna ready to go home and treat this like a doggone paper cut. There's no way that you can do that.
Yeah, because I'm sure as you were drudging down the streets of Georgia, not some shaman didn't come and say, Nam Yaringekyo, save this baby. Oh, no, your
Yep.
body is not healed. You had to go and get some extensive care at the hospital in the emergency unit.
And they had to take that baby out of you.
Absolutely. And somebody had to ask you some questions as to what this is just where it just is not realistic.
Yep.
This girl is back in witness protection, all
Mm-hmm.
healed up, walking around in a three-piece suit, just living life.
For
Holding.
something that just happened yesterday. Girl, what are we doing? Yep.
I'm like, girl, people be almost about to damn die getting the baby here in birth. You had somebody beat a baby out of you. This is just so unrealistic. It don't make no sense. But at the end of the day, if I'm Andy, I would be like, I don't need to marry you. You killed your baby. We got evidence of that. And they're keeping homegirl in witness protection because they have evidence on him. So this doesn't
We
make it.
see so much of Andy for Andy to do nothing but this.
She's the worst sleuth ever.
I'm like, Andy, why do we know see you so much and you're saying absolutely nothing?
She's not.
I don't know what's going on with this. Like they're reducing her lines. Like we still seeing her, but she's not saying as much.
Mm-hmm.
Even when she at the law firm with Hayden and everything, you're still not. You're saying very minimal words. What is that? Why don't she have a lot of lines? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's probably because her story is so dumb. They don't know what to tell her to say to make it smart. It's just so it doesn't make any sense.
We
It's
see her in dang near all these scenes, and she's saying nothing.
nothing. And kissing Jordan. That's it. I'm like, girl, Andy, you are not smart at all. There is no way that as a lawyer, I would be letting Gary get me like this. I'd be like, Gary, your ass is grass.
Right.
You don't know where Penelope is, and I'm not gonna fucking tell you. And if you do anything to me, add to the case. They're already building a case on him. They've already gotten evidence. Mind you, I don't know why they ain't just go lock it. Here's the biggest piece. Why haven't y'all locked this man up? Because he killed his baby. The evidence is within Penelope. All Penelope has to do is tell the police, this man beat me
Thank
up
you.
and killed my baby.
That alone can get him locked up. You don't even need the whole FBI scamming type stuff. That alone can send him away
And
with no bail. What are we doing?
Andy, when you found out that Penelope was still alive, girl, remember that piece of little blood that was on the wall? Go on in there and tell them to get that. Because the cleaners missed the spot.
I'm with JB. We need to call the Georgia bar because for you to be this stone cold attorney, the best attorney in Georgia, where's your poker face?
Yeah.
Where's the poker face?
She's an idiot. Yeah. I'm she's an idiot. Taya says, I'm still trying to understand how she got out of that. Did the assistant guy help?
What do you mean? What you mean, Taya?
What did she get out of? She'll tell us in a minute.
Heard that.
Taya says she's blonde.
She's something. I don't know. She'll
Definitely.
been dropped on her head too, like Tamara. She got dropped on her head too.
A hot ghetto mess. Okay. But moving on, we already talked about Karen and the money. Gary talks about Penelope being dead. Yeah.
Remember Gary told her to go get a paper towel. Like
Right.
they was gonna clean up the blood. But he told her to go get the towels or however he worded it. So when she walked out, that's when she said she went ahead and went out the door.
Yeah. She's an idiot. Oh, also, I want to thank you, Paper Chase, for reminding me to get back to what I was going to say. Why didn't Andy tell Jordan that his house is bugged? Bingo. First of all, Andy, stupid. Now that Gary has told you that the house is bugged and peeped your whole car, why didn't your dumbass go over Jordan's house and be like, tell him to come outside?
Yep.
Tell him to come outside. Y'all go for a walk, and you tell him, listen, Gary is fucking with us. He's going to make me marry him because he's trying to make me not be able to testify against him. So he's trying to make me marry him. And because he's so obsessed with me. And Penelope isn't hot. Tell him the whole tea.
She could have did one better. She should have said, bring your phone in.
Right.
Get your phone out.
Mm-hmm.
And she's texting, don't say nothing else in this house. Come bring somebody in this house to come and sweep your home. He gonna text back saying why. Gary has bugged your house. End of the episode. It could have ended just like that.
Yeah. That's all she had to say. That's what I'm saying. They're dragging this out, and this is so stupid. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Then how is her house bugged when Fuego came in there and sweep the place, and he's supposed to be the best in the business. You the best around town, sweetest meat around, and you just couldn't get all this stuff out the house.
But but he had his office across the street and he was using the binoculars or telescope, whatever he had.
Yeah.
And that's how he was able to look into her apartment.
Right. So her place is not bugged.
Her place not bugged. Not Gary. Jordan place is. And
he told her that he has both of their places bugged.
I think he's lying about probably about Andy.
See, that's just all of this is stupid. Gary would have been got by now. Taya says she was passed out dead. The fixer came to clean up. Right. Like, who was that on the stretcher? Because that's a big stretcher for a baby.
But see, that's where the writer's messing up at. Because remember when Andy went to go talk to the detective and Penelope was the one who gave the story and said when he told me to go get the towels or however it was worded, she said that's when she snuck out and left.
Right, but remember, Gary made it seem like get her out of here. He said get here. So y'all forget what y'all write.
They forgetting. They messing up.
It's absolutely ridiculous at this point. Andy want another ride around the block, child. Listen. That dick must be as long as and thick as a baby's arm.
That's what I don't know what he putting on that thing, but he needs to go sit down somewhere with it.
That salami is smoking. Okay. Gloria Lacey says maybe the fixers are working with the FBI. You know what? We are thinking, you know what is always interesting when we have these chats? We're thinking logically, you know, for a show that will be written well. We can't even really understand or even think forward as to what could happen because the stuff is so far-fetched that they're right. So it's like we can't even predict what the next thing is because none of it makes any damn sense.
It's not making sense. And they forgetting what they're telling. It's going bad.
It's real bad. But Andy in reality does not have to marry Gary. She's an idiot. And I would have told him so. But moving on, I really think that that's it. Oh, and Andy, why you didn't just tell Fatima? Tell her what's going on. He can't bug your office. Girl.
I think
Mm.
they holding this out for no apparent reason.
Gloria said write a note. That part.
And could have did that too. I think they're holding out and try to have the suspense around. Oh my God, what is going on with Andy?
Hmm.
And she could have just went ahead and told it,
Yeah.
but it keeps showing like, oh, they keep getting interrupted every time. Andy about to say something. Here comes Zach calling. Now she ready to tell her again. Here come the receptionist saying, hey, y'all client is here. So every time, that's what they're doing, trying to keep it like a suspense thing. But I mean, it ain't that big of a deal. Gary has no basis for anything.
Absolutely not.
And you a whole lawyer out here. Girl, get your life together. Why are you playing these games like you don't know what to do? You sitting here stuck on stupid. You got so much Botox in your face, girl, that you can't even think no more.
She looks a mess.
She look bad.
Andy was like KJ Smith that plays. She was beautiful. I mean,
Yes.
not ugly, but her face looks terrible.
She done had too much done. Her
She,
lips are too. She's always had a full lip.
yeah,
But now you can tell that it's more structured. It don't give natural lip anymore.
she looks plastic. Like she
Yep.
looks like a porcelain doll. I think
Yep.
she got. I don't know. I think she must have done something to get dimples in her face or whatever.
Hmm.
Oh, it doesn't look good. She does not look good. I want her to stop and don't do
She
no
gotta
more.
stop. Yep. She gotta stop. Hmm.
Did it because his face looked like a porcelain doll too. They must have
Both
laid
of
down
them
on the
went. Hmm.
nail. They look a mess.
They
Okay.
do. And even more him, I'm like, what is wrong with your face, sir? Why do your face look like this? Yeah, they going too far with it. Just let it
Yeah.
alone. And they both two good looking people.
Yes. Y'all are doing. Stop, please. Whatever you're doing, because we don't want you to have a Lil Kim effect. Stop.
Yeah. Hmm.
But moving on, Andy is so distraught. She's also now late again for another meeting with Miss Marie. You got to get herself together. I'm like, oh my God, this is so. They're out there talking, Andy, and Hayden to Miss Marie. Then here comes Pam. I didn't understand that. Why is Pam here? Why is your roots and riches in the law firm? You and Andy are not cool like that. Why are you here?
And see, that's why I'm saying, and just like I gave it to Maurice's character, I'm gonna do the same thing with Pam. They trying to put her in places and it don't belong. It's not
Doesn't
meshing. I don't need more Pam. I like Pam in the role that she's at. When we see her at the salon, and that's it, and that's all. And the same thing with Maurice. When we see y'all at this empty bank, that's it, and that's all. And trying to add both of these characters in more, it ain't meshing. It's just like this. Here go a good example. What the heck you coming up here for?
right.
Loud, wrong, all of the above.
And how'd you get past the front desk? It just it was a filler scene that needed to not be filled. Like it was
Thank
just like
you.
why are we doing this? Why? But we pretty much talked about everything. The last thing is Andy goes over there to break up with Jordan. This is where it's stupid. This is where you do that and then you give him a note. You
Thank you.
all the theatrics, or you do like Gloria said and Taya, write a damn note, or like you said, type it in your phone. Do all the theatrics like you breaking up with him and
Thank
storm
you.
out, but tell him. I'm like, girl, you are so stupid. This makes absolutely no sense.
None.
Not have to do this.
She don't want to be with Jordan anyway, so She
I don't
was gonna break up with him regardless. She didn't want to be with him
think
anyway.
like Gary old toxic dick ass.
That's it. That's she probably a little happy that she may have to marry him. Quiet as a skip. She probably a little happy.
A damn mess. That's it and that's all. But child, that's it.
Hold on, friend. We didn't
Oh,
talk about the Danny and the Karen conversation.
yes. Oh, what did excuse me? I'm tripping. What do you think about that conversation? I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that.
This was a long overdue conversation,
Yes.
but I see how it came to pass because Miss Danny got a piece of humble pie when Miss G.I. Jane walked up in there and gave her a dose of her own medicine as
Mhm.
to what she been doing to her friend.
Yeah.
And she had to admit it, which was, I wouldn't want y'all over here hanging out with Tony's ex-wife. I shouldn't have did that. Girl, that's all she's been trying to tell you all along.
Exactly.
And I feel like even though here's the thing. I'm glad Danny went and had the conversation, but Danny to me still did not take enough accountability
No.
in that conversation, which is you did turn my baby daddy against me.
Yep.
You did that.
Hmm.
You going around telling people what I did 20 years ago. Girl, what difference does it make what I did back in college for something you still doing right now? Don't
That.
be clocking the mileage on my punani and you can't keep up with yours.
But you know what? Let me say this before I forget. I just thought about it. Danny, you are willing to deal with all this stuff with Tony the Tiger, his children,
I
and
already know where you're going.
but you couldn't deal with Preston. Somebody that paid your rent, put food in your refrigerator,
And cook.
and cooked. Told you he loved you, wanted to be with you. He ain't had no kids. Okay? He was taking care of you. But you were so worried about, oh, he's white and he doesn't understand black people. La, 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 la.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you are absolutely stupid.
Yep.
Absolutely dumb.
Yep.
Indubitably. But yeah, this conversation with Karen was well overdue. I I like how both of them were semi-mature in the
Yep.
situation. I'm glad that Karen was actually willing to fall on the sword of, you know what, I probably have been condescending to you. But I'm glad
Mm-hmm.
that Danny finally grabbed her balls and said,
You
I
said
think
it.
you guys always put me down. And
Yeah.
you basically she always felt like that from the beginning because her and Sabrina would share secrets. Karen and Andy were
You
like
just said. Mm-hmm.
resented the fact that we're not a friend group. It's always been a clear divide. And
Yep.
it's because of you two. And I don't like
Mm-hmm.
it. And she never said anything to them. She always would express her anguish to Sabrina.
Sabrina.
But
Mm-hmm.
now that she's saying it to Karen, now Karen has to acknowledge it and make a change. And Karen
Yep.
being condescending to people and being stank. Somebody said earlier, I meant to highlight it. They wonder how much of Karen's behavior is pertaining to her being an only child. Yeah. I don't know. Karen's father, I think, passed away when she was young. So
Hmm.
maybe she has some daddy issues too. Who knows, what happened with that part of her life. But Karen is very yeah, she's emotionally challenged in
Yeah.
all of her relationships. She
Mm-hmm.
has expectations of people. But what are you giving to your friends but your
Yep.
ass? So
That's it. I'm glad Daddy did speak up for herself. And, when both of them gave their parts, I feel like Daddy should have took a little bit more accountability with
mm,
that whole Fatima and Zach situation. The only thing I give Fatima credit on is the fact that when Zach and Karen broke up, she gave him a place to stay. She was just being a good human being. I don't think at that time it was about, oh, let me get up under Karen's skin. I
mm,
think it was just like what she said. We're friends. That's my homeboy. He
mm,
had nowhere to go. I ain't finna let him sleep outside.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, but then again, it's like why are you getting involved? Like, why are you allowing him to? Because I mean, that's you kind of caught within a rock, between a rock and a hard place. Because Zach, why you can't go over your friends' houses?
Yeah,
Uh, the two dudes that your friends on Zatima, you need to call them, figure it
yeah,
out. I
yeah,
can't be your wheelhouse of support because
yeah.
Karen is my friend. Why would you even think that coming over here was an option?
Good idea.
You
But
know,
I think at the very least, if she, allowed him to come over there, I agree. I think she should have just stayed out of it and be like, all right, look, you
yeah,
got about 2 weeks to get yourself together, and you had to go find you an extended stay, okay? Because I can't be over here and then you be over here, my friend, blah blah blah.
exactly.
So at the very least, and did it like that, and then kept it separate. Y'all over here having conversations and talking about the relationship and all of these things, and now you're getting more involved in it.
Yep,
And
yep,
whether Danny want to admit it or not, you were big because she want to play have words sounding like, well, I didn't say them exact words. Whether you did or didn't, you still alluded to certain things.
yeah. Now, Taya, which you who was trying to set somebody up to be dependent on them? You think Preston was trying to set Danny up to be dependent on him? Um, if that's what you're saying, I don't think Preston was trying to do that. I think Preston was just trying to show her that he was there for her and be trying to be there to support her. And she didn't see it as that. She just saw it as she saw it as him trying to control her and using his
Right.
white privilege to, I guess, control her. And that
Yeah.
literally just trying to get to know her and be with her.
I
Um,
agree. I agree. I think he was trying to, because she's never had, in my opinion, just based off the show,
mhm.
if we'll add this part in here, she's never had a good representation of what a good man is. And
Yeah,
I think he was trying to show her like good men still exist. Here, let me show you how.
right, right, exactly. JB says what says I think they've always treated Danny like the fat funny friend. Absolutely,
Yeah,
that she was like, I know I'm a little bit immature, but I always disguise. She basically says she disguises her disdain with some of the stuff they do with jokes, and she was like, I know
pretty much she got to laugh to keep from crying.
yeah, she's like, I know
Hmm.
I play too much sometimes, but you guys really hurt my feelings, and
Yeah,
glad that they finally had that conversation. Taya says, I agree, Danny wasn't wrong for letting him stay there. Um, shucks, if he was there, he wasn't staying with a woman he was sleeping with. That's true.
yeah.
True. I think Karen is just mad because she just wanted to stick it to Zach so
She
bad.
wanted him to suffer.
And it was just like, why? As long as he's not in your house, why do you care?
Why does it matter? Why does it matter?
Care. Like if you really are over him and you want him to go away, I don't care if you at my friend house as long as my friend ain't sleeping with and as
Correct.
long as you ain't over here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think I would take my friend's ex into my studio apartment. That
Yeah, studio.
I
But
would.
here's the thing, and I think the premise of it is they always had a relationship, a good friendship. Remember, we go back to the beginning. Daddy was the one who hooked them up.
This is true.
Danny hooked up Karen and Zach.
Hmm.
They've always been friends because he worked at the airport.
Yeah,
So I can see if they never had a friendship, they've never had a work relationship or anything, and he just pop up over to the house. I can get like, nah, baby, this ain't that. I don't know if I thought you thought we was cooler than what we were. This
yeah,
ain't that. But I don't. For me, because they've already had a past relationship
yeah.
and now actual friends with benefit, like they really had a friendship. To this day, they still consider each other friends.
Well, Gabby Janice is right. Zach and Danny actually had a thing before him and Karen. I think they did something like they went on one date or something like that, and it didn't work out, or I don't know. Like he was flirting with her at the airport, but whatever it was, it didn't go to distance or whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything serious or whatever the case may be. So maybe because Karen did bring that up, she was like, "Oh, what you want him now?" And this, that, and the third, and she's Danny was like, girl, if I wanted him, I could have had him a long time ago, child.
Mm-hmm.
But Karen, like you said, she just wanted him to suffer to the max.
Yeah.
Taya says, and kept showing up, letting himself into her apartment. Well, he did use his privilege for that. Denise says, right at this point, Tiffany can have Tony. That part. Okay. She can have him forever. But I don't even, honestly, I don't think Tony want Tiffany. I think Tiffany is dried up prunes to him. I think she's like a homeboy at this point, you know?
I think it's gonna change, especially by yep. I think especially by because he's gonna go back and tell Tiffany what
Mm,
Danny said. He's
yeah.
gonna go back and tell her, and if she work on him good enough, oh, it's gonna happen. I think she's going to. I think in some way it's gonna work out. But let me go back to Taya with the Preston thing and
Mm,
him showing up. Here's the thing. It was only a problem when it came down to Preston.
mm-hmm.
Everybody else could show up to her house unannounced and she's fine with it. And I'm talking about all the men that she had on the revolving door. It was only with Preston that when Fago, whatever the boy name is, came up, it was no problem.
Mm-hmm.
The man who ended up beating her and fighting her in the house, it was no problem when he was showing up.
Well, well,
So I feel like she liked Preston, but she let her own ignorance get in the way because of skin color. You kept making it about his family being racist, but I really feel like it was a lot of you
yeah.
because you couldn't get past it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when anybody else come over here, whoever your flavor of the week is, or for the hour, and they just pop over to your house, it was no problem. Even when it came down to Zach, Zach
Right.
could come over there whenever he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina popping up is no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just my take. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all can tell me. That's just me. I think it was
No,
just because it was Preston.
I'm inclined to agree. I mean, she kept making up scenarios
Yes.
of like she was like, you don't know anything about, what kind of music do I like? And this okay, well, girl, tell them.
Talk to him.
That's
Yep.
a getting to know people. That's not a black white thing. That's a even if I'm in a relationship with somebody, they don't know what kind of music I like. They can't assume I
Correct.
or hip hop music because or R&B because I'm black.
Just because I'm black, I'm supposed to know all the songs.
Yeah, I could like jazz.
Yep.
Oh, I could be a damn hidden rhinestone cowboy. You don't know what the hell I like. Get to know me. Okay.
Yep.
Gabby Janice says it was her because she kept reassuring. It was her because he kept reassuring her that his family wouldn't be a problem. Right.
Yep.
Taya says none of them going to leave her missing in Aruba. None of them going to leave her missing in Aruba. Oh, okay. Okay. Sabrina, JB says, well, Sabrina, she just walked in her place. Right. Every,
All the time. Everybody just walk in.
even Maurice said, girl, you don't put the lock up on the door. Like,
Even when Karen came over, Karen
yeah.
came, walked, opened the door, and you ain't saying nothing.
Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She wasn't in therapy yet. She wasn't ready. Yeah, she needed to get some therapy. But even now, with her so-called being in therapy, hanging out with Tony, I don't think she listening. She needs to get mature. Like she needs to mature quickly. Gloria Lacey says if Zach and Danny were such good friends, he should have helped her when he got the money. That part. I thought he paid her rent for 3 months.
He did pay her.
Yeah, so Danny, why you so broke? Because Preston paid your damn rent for 3 months. Zach paid your rent for 3 months. You got
Mm-hmm.
a half a year rent for free.
Yep.
What you smoking it up? Child. Unbelievable. Her and Karen. Maybe they need to have a talk about their damn finances together and get
Their
it.
part. They got more alike than they realized.
Oh, Taya was saying Preston will leave her missing in a room.
Oh man, I
Oh,
don't think Preston would.
we don't need her kicking up sand, honey. Mm-mm. No. Gabby Janice says Danny kept assuming Preston was dumber about black issues. All she had to do was educate him. That part.
And
That
that's the best way to put it, Gab, because I feel like he was open to learn the culture and everything. Because he even said it.
mm,
Tell me, Danny, what is it? He literally used those words. It was Danny. Danny was. It was Danny.
yeah. Taya says she not broke, she frugal. I don't know, sis. She broke because she always, every time they go out to dinner or drink, she like, y'all paying for this, right? I ain't got no money.
Yep. Yep. She's
And
stealing the alcohol from what you
yeah,
call it.
and stealing alcohol from the airport.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because where Chrissy Ann, who he married, come from?
Look, Preston said he was ready to make him some little Prestons, and Danny was playing. He said, "I'm ready to make me some little cowboys up around yonder too."
Oh my God. Hilarious. Hilarious. But y'all, who says she never? Taya says my profile pic is in Aruba.
Oh,
Oh
come
my
on! Shout out to
God.
Aruba.
So late Taya that her she know Andy got money. Oh yeah, well that's true. Gabby Janice says she never buys groceries. Yeah, but you know what? Let me address this. She know Andy got money. Let me say this: just because I got money, friend, don't mean that I'm responsible for your grown ass.
Their part. Danny is grown,
Yeah, Danny is a grown ass lady.
well and able body.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
if you decide that you want to come out and hang out with the girls, then you need to reach into them pockets and pull out that pocketbook, okay? And
Yep.
that ain't gonna work for me. And you know,
Yep.
I hate when people that are married with children tell their single friends, "Oh, you got it. You ain't got no kids. Don't count my damn pockets, bitch." Uh-uh. I don't ever tell my friend that. Like my best friend, she has her own house. She got two cars. She does well for herself. Hell, my sister-in-law, I call her RBW, rich black woman. She got owns two homes, got her own shit,
Oh,
uh drives a Mercedes, living her best life. She in Africa right now. Goes
okay.
on vacation whenever she want to, okay? She doesn't have any children. She's not in a relationship. But I don't sit up there and assume that she need to pay for me when we go places. Now,
Correct.
sometimes, yeah, but I don't assume it. I got
Mm-hmm.
points sitting right there. Okay. But Gloria said that. Yeah, that's what I went back and cleaned it up, Taya. I was like, I meant Gloria said that to Taya. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Gloria's profile. JB says what says now we love Preston, but he was a problem with that money money stuff. Danny said she treated two for two at Applebee's. They out getting seafood towel. You
This
know,
daddy problem right there.
you know exactly. But y'all, thank
That's
y'all so much
funny.
for hanging out with us tonight. This I'm Sisters is getting, it's getting better. It's getting
It
crazy,
was.
but it is getting better. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next because this is just,
This episode was
yeah,
good. It was
it
good.
was. It was, but I want them to get more realistic with this stuff because uh, Andy don't have to marry Gary. That is stupid. And Gary is just sick in the head. He can't wait to. And I'm like, you can't force Andy to have sex with you.
Yep.
I don't care how many times you sniff her drawers and sniff her ass. She ain't got to let you come live with her. She ain't got to let you touch her pooty poo.
Just
Get
like somebody said in the comments, she
mm,
want to go around their block one more time. So
she do.
she want to go on the block.
Mm-hmm. Cause she going what you gonna say? I have to, or he's gonna what? What you gonna do?
Yep. And she gonna be gladly ready to hop on.
Somebody call Madam. Just call Madam and end our misery. I don't get it. Matter of fact, where's all the Queen's men at? When is that gonna come back? When is the team coming back?
When's the team are coming back? Because
Child.
they got to introduce
Mm,
her being pregnant.
exactly. But they were saying, the writers were saying that they're not going to introduce that Fatima being pregnant into Sisters. But I'm like, that's stupid because that's a part of their story. So maybe she'll be pregnant. I don't know. They're gonna have to introduce it at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that yeah.
They
It's
should have gave him all these doggone cheering. Then you have to worry about trying
mm,
to introduce another baby into the fold.
that part. He got daddy daycare going on over there, child.
Yeah.
But y'all, that's it. We ain't got no more. Thank y'all so much for watching. We will be back hopefully on Tuesday. Back with our hot topics reviews for our unbiased opinion panel and our quick cap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And friend, have you watched Family? I know, child. I talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville these days because whew, they burnt my ass hairs the last 3 days with kind my comments.
Girl, we're not gonna worry about them.
Damn, really?
We're not gonna worry about it.
We ain't gonna do it. You know what? I'm gonna say this. People are committed to misunderstanding you.
I agree. Yep.
You know, I I am a person of character. I would never get on this good internet and agree with some bullshit. And to think I try to be semi politically correct but honest,
Mm-hmm.
and it really pissed me off. But I think I needed to go through that so that I could see, girl, why are you tripping over? All right, these little whoever these subscribers are that's leaving or whatever, they ain't your crew.
Mm-hmm.
People that's being getting froggy, go on. The block button works both ways. Use it
Yeah.
on your side, okay? Use it on your side because, and it's not just and it's I don't say that to say I'm a block or dismiss whoever don't um agree with me. It's just if you're committed to misunderstanding me, then
Yep.
you don't need to have access to me at all
I
because we
agree.
and I don't need you tarnishing my audience. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's that on that. Yes, Family Empire, Houston for Houston. I definitely am. I'm interested in that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm watching it, but I'm watching it scared because it's a Carlos King deal, and I know that he loves to tarnish families. You know, he loves to implement some turmoil to fuck some shit up.
Mm-hmm. I'm a binge watch this weekend.
Okay.
So we could be ready on Tuesday. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna add this for my friend, y'all. Friend is fair. Friend tells it like it TI is. And the truth is, multiple things can exist at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't be over here on Jesus' internet acting like we can't be logical, we can't divide, we cannot compartmentalize things. Like half of these people over here, whether they a fan, a content creator, whether they are whatever the case may be, y'all dang near older than us. It
Mm,
is very few and in between that we're all in the same age group. Most of these people are older than us and acting as if you cannot comprehend what is being said by a person.
mm-hmm.
This show has become so toxic,
Yeah.
so dark, to the point to none of the commentary is about the show anymore.
Nope.
Everything is literally about everything but what the show is. They may sprinkle a little show in it just so it can, but for the most part, y'all talking about everything other than. And
Mm-hmm.
then when people try to say and present a different side, now everybody got to be a hater. Now everybody got to do all these things. Why can't another person present a different side? We're here to talk. Just talk it out and say, hey, Sean, Shay, Sally, whatever name begin with S. I don't agree with that. But let me tell you why. But to get ugly and nasty about it,
Yeah.
it's uncalled for. And then want to come over here and tell somebody what you're doing. Okay, did that make you feel better now that you put that in the comments? Did Did you get more money in your pocket now that you did that?
Right. But you
So,
still
friend,
watch
don't
me.
let these folks get to you.
You know what? I appreciate that, friend, and I really, I actually looked forward to doing this with you tonight because you are such a breath of fresh air to like just cleanse my spirit. So I think I needed to refocus and see, girl, get them emotions on up out of that because you can't control crazy.
Nope.
It is what it is, and I'm not going to participate in other people's commitment to being idiots.
Yep.
So
They gonna do what they gonna do. They gonna think how they think. At this point, ain't no point in tiptoeing around them.
no,
Don't tiptoe around them and minimize who you are as a person.
I appreciate you, sis.
And I'm
Most
just waiting for you to come on over to the other side. That's all I'm gonna throw the party. Come on, friend. Come on.
Taya says, first time here. I enjoyed your commentary. Thank you so much, Taya. I truly
Subscribe, Taya.
thank you
Subscribe to her channel.
so much. JB says, well, yeah, I'm nervous for that show. Chill.
Yeah, we binge watch.
Yeah, I'm nervous too. But so far it's really good. It's a really good show.
Okay, cool.
I again, I'm nervous for it to change, but
Mm-hmm.
prayerfully it doesn't. Hopefully he don't put his old nasty little spin on it, child.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But thank y'all so much. I really appreciate this live tonight. We had a great time. We had a great time.
Did.
And we're
Mm-hmm.
going to continue to have a good time and see y'all next Tuesday. All right, y'all. Peace out.